Very good. So welcome to everyone. This is our first official overview of the 8-minute trader system. We like to call it a financial learning breakthrough in less than 8 minutes. We really believe this is a breakthrough, and it's not an idea, it's reality. It's reality that we have a breakthrough on our hands. Let me get my camera going here. So why do we believe that this is a breakthrough? Because two things are happening that we've never seen happen before. After years and years of observing this industry, two things are happening for the first time ever. Number one is new people who don't have experience in financial trading, even people who don't even have an interest in learning how to trade the financial markets, are experiencing amazing results, amazing results that probably were not even really possible before for a new person, whether they wanted to succeed or not. Number two, people who have been successful before in financial trading or have been trying to learn or improve their skills, they're getting bigger and faster results than they ever have before, right? So whether you're new, whether you've been around for a while, it's a breakthrough, an absolute breakthrough strategy. So we're honored and blessed to be bringing this to the world. We're going to be talking about compounding through financial trading. So very important first to understand this disclaimer here. So first off, trading is risky. What we do has risk, as does almost anything, right? Risk is a prerequisite to reward. So we're here searching for a reward, and therefore we're going to encounter some risk. Now, your results will vary. We're going to talk about results, but our results vary across the board. Even right now, we have a lot of people getting results. It totally varies across the board. Results are not guaranteed, right? You could lose all your money by being a part of the system. You could lose everything, totally. The information that we present is for educational purposes only. We do not offer financial advice. We're not licensed financial advisors, and that's why we don't give financial advice. We also don't have any solicitations to invest, right? This is not an investment program. You're not investing in anything. You have the ability to deposit money into the financial markets in your own personal broker account, which sometimes people consider that to be an investment, but we don't solicit that, right? Everyone has full control over their situation. Every trade that someone takes, even with our system, it's at the full discretion of the user, and users are fully and solely responsible for their trading results. One should evaluate their own risk tolerance before trading and only trade with money that they can afford to lose. That's a very powerful place to be in control. I always remind people that this is a disclaimer saying, hey, you're fully responsible, right? And that way you can't, point the finger or blame someone if you fail, right? And sometimes people think that that's a negative. I see that as a very big positive. Like, why would you not want to be fully responsible for your money? Why would you want someone else to be responsible for your finances, right? It's 2022, and technology has advanced enough to where you should be empowered to be okay with being fully responsible for your own money. Right? Doesn't that make absolute sense? So that being said, I'm going to play a quick 1-minute video to just give you a quick introduction. It's 1 minute long, has a little bit of sound to it to show you what the 8-minute strategy is all about. So pay attention, listen in. What you're about to see, this is real trading, right? These are not actors.
And this is trading, right? We all learn and grow together, and every day is a learning experience. See what we could have done differently.
Had actually more not just winning days, but more days without a single loss than I've had days with a single loss. The strategy is just, again, I'm mind blown.
Okay, I'm getting into a sell now, and I'm just holding it currently. I'm creating a little stop loss here. So I'm gonna get the stop loss, bring it down. As you can see, I just dragged it to right there. So if it hits, it's gonna take me out, making it tight. So if it hits, it hit. So on one trade, we did $38.59, and the other trade we did $91.
But interesting. It's interesting how I'm learning when the market's that rangy. It pays to be very, very patient.
Very cool. I hope you guys could hear the sound on that. So those of you guys that saw those numbers pop up of the $91 and the $38, you know, what is that, $127 or something like that. That's pretty cool for someone to make $127 trading. But the unique thing about that is that on that call that day that this video is showing, that was done in about 3 minutes. That's the key. 3 minutes, right? That's what makes it even more cool. If someone made $120 trading in 8 hours, well, okay. I mean, I guess some people work all day at their job for a similar income, depending on your wage. But if you could do that in 3 minutes, that's compressing time frames and accelerating your income strategy really, really fast, right? And that's why so many people are getting attracted to this, because we've been doing this every day for like 6 months now with our beta group, and people are crushing it. We've been very consistent so far. The future's never guaranteed. We take life one day at a time. We opened this up publicly about 2.5 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago now, actually. We haven't had one losing day in 3 weeks with the group of people that started joining us publicly. Our first call was with like 27 people. And today was our 15th call. Our 15th successful day. Go ahead and let us know in the chat if you were on that call, and if you got some results of growth yourself on today's call. I don't know what you got, right? Only you know that, because that's your private trading account. Let us know in the chat. What did you get today, this morning, on today's 15th consecutive winning call? It was incredible. And we had, I think our max number was 1,277 people, right? So in just a few weeks, we've grown from like 27 to 1,277. And we're just getting started. You know, some people are impressed by that. Some people are like, wow, the call's over 1,000 people. To me, that's nothing. I mean, there's so many people out there looking for an opportunity like this. We haven't even scratched the surface. I've seen companies put 10,000 people on a call in the space of trading, right? I've seen it. Now, those were like company update calls. I've never seen an actual live trading call with thousands of people on it. I've also never seen a call where so many people were winning, right? I think we're making leaps and bounds and progress on what's possible in making sure people have a chance to win, but we're just getting started, right? Our vision is so big. We flipped trading upside down on its head. This is a new paradigm of what's possible. You know, it's funny because people are getting amazing results, and you hear experienced traders. They, you know, some of them, you know, they almost get upset, right? They almost get upset when we talk about people making 5% on their account in a day. They're like, don't get greedy. Why are they talking about that? Right. And let me tell you something. You'll see that we focus on risk management. You'll see that we focus on protecting your capital, because anyone can get lucky and push a button on a financial trade and make some money. Anyone can do that, whether you have skill or not. You know what's something that not everyone can do? Protect your capital. You can make money, but can you keep it? Right? It's not about how much you make. It's about how much you keep. We focus big time on protecting your capital. Now, at the same time, don't bring your limitations from your past on what you thought was possible into what we're doing here, right? If you think, you know, 5% is crazy, well, that's your mindset. Okay, we're shattering that mindset. This is a whole new reality. We're setting the bar high. Technology is getting better, and we've discovered something, and we're taking it to the world, right? We could do this all by ourselves, right? Think about that. We don't have to show anybody this, right? Because when you have a successful trading strategy, you don't need to go tell people. You could just trade and make money. And that's what we were doing. but we saw the blessing. I mean, oh my gosh, if we open this up to people, you know how many lives it can change? And that's what happened. And people's lives are being changed. So a little bit about my background. Again, my name's Sal Leto. I've been an entrepreneur for 19 years. I've been in network marketing as well for 19 years. I don't consider network marketing and entrepreneurship the same thing. I think that network marketing helps you to become a better entrepreneur, helps you to grow in leadership and personal development. And it's one of the only industries in the world where you can really pour into other people and provide mentorship. That's, you know, the relationships you gain in network marketing also are super special. But I've been a legit entrepreneur. Like I'm in manufacturing of products, my own brands. I import and export products. I have online sales distributions. I've done a lot of real estate business. I own a part of 2 different transportation companies. I've been around trading. I've been in insurance. I mean, I've done it all. I'm just passionate about business. I'm passionate about making money, and I'm passionate about helping people. I got introduced to trading 8 years ago. And what attracted me to trading was what I had to sacrifice in order to make money. Because in business and in entrepreneurship, in order to make money, you got to grind, you got to travel, you got to build sales teams, you got to employ a bunch of people and put systems in place, and you got to invest a lot of capital to get businesses up and running, to get out of the red and get into the black and get into profit. But in trading, it's way different. Trading is, you could pull out your cell phone and push a couple buttons. You could pull up your laptop, push a couple buttons, and potentially make some money. So it wasn't a big sacrifice. It wasn't really hard work. It was something that I could do quickly, conveniently, from the comfort of my own home. It was just a matter of finding an effective strategy that actually worked, because I learned really, really fast that 99.99% of everything that's taught out there doesn't work. That's why 95% of people lose money when they try to trade. That's what the stats say. I went full-time 3 years ago. And probably about 2.5 years ago, I became a madman with trading. I started trading obsessively. I'm like, I'm going to figure this out. I've been around long enough. You know, I don't know if some of you can relate, where you're doing something kind of half-heartedly, and then you're just like, all right, either I'm going to do this all the way, or I'm just going to leave it alone, because I'm not really seeing the amazing results that would make it worth my time to stick with this. So let me really make a push here and see if this is worth my time. And I became obsessive. In my first 1.5 years, I took 70,000 live trades. That is documented. Since then, I've probably taken another 20 to 30,000. If you're an experienced trader, you're like, that's over trading. And maybe it is over trading. That's okay. I wanted to really learn the movements of the markets, because I believe in the power of the subconscious mind. I think if you stare at something long enough, you almost can become one with it. You could start to really, really discern what's going to happen next, because you've been staring at these patterns for so long, right? Trading has a lot of patterns, and it doesn't necessarily repeat itself, but there's definitely a rhythm. I was also blessed with a couple of projects I've worked on before, to where I was paid to lead dozens of beta test groups of traders testing all the latest trading technology. So that was also a unique experience that put me in a position to see where we were at on planet Earth with trading technology, because trading technology is getting better and better every single year. And so I wanted to see, okay, where are we at? And so I interviewed developers who had trading indicators and expert advisor software from all over the world. And that's not an embellishment. I literally mean Asia, South America, Africa, Australia. We had developers showing us their products from all around the world. We opened up large scale beta test groups, and we started documenting the results coming from all of these different trading strategies. So that put me in a great spot to really learn what it takes to succeed in trading because of that experience. Here's what I learned. First off, this may go over your head, but this is really what it's about. To become wealthy in trading, you need 3 things. And I say to become wealthy, it's not about, I'm not here to make $20. Okay. I'm talking about, can this really change your life? Well, this is what you need in order to have a chance at changing your life because of trading. Number 1, this is the hardest part. You need an effective and conservative strategy. And that's the hardest part, right? Because most things just don't work. Number 2, you need consistent application, and that's on you. Meaning you could have an effective strategy, but if you don't show up for yourself consistently, you're never going to get wealthy. If you trade once a week, it's just not going to happen, right? It's about consistent every day, every day, every day. And then the last thing is scalability. Once you have something that works and then you are disciplined to show up for yourself every day, then you can scale that up. You could scale up your lot size, your trade size, your risk size to really try to make some money and grow your account. I also realized this, that the current way trading has been taught will never allow for the masses to participate and succeed. We talk about, everything's going digital and people, millions of people want to learn how to trade. Well, that's cool. But what's not cool is how complicated everyone makes trading. It's so complicated. It's such a deterrent. And I've used every indicator out there that I've ever heard of. I've used it, from your stochastic oscillators and your moving averages and your support and resistance and your MACDs and your RSIs and your Bollinger Bands. I mean, your envelopes. I could go on and on, right? If you've been around trading, there's a gazillion tools, and nobody has time for that. I mean, I'm just being real. That's why people fail. That's why it's so complicated. No one even wants to invest the time and energy to learn all that and stare at the charts until you have to start wearing glasses because you're fatiguing your eyes every single day. So because of our experience in network marketing, we knew that the only way trading will grow in network marketing is if you simplify it. If you make it simple, if you make it to be in a way where anyone can do it, even if they're not technically minded, well, then you could make it grow. Then you can have a chance to grow with the masses, right? And this is what we did. So we knew if we really wanted to help a lot of people succeed, we needed to make it super, super simple. And we now have a system where we aim to grow our accounts by a few % a day within just a couple of minutes of trading. Okay, so don't take my words out of context. I'm saying that that's what we aim to do, right? I don't make guarantees that that's what you will do. I'm just saying that's our goal, right? And I'm going to break that goal down and explain how. So this is how it works. All right. So what you're looking at here, this is what's called an MT4 chart. If you've never heard of MT4, that's okay. It's just a free app that you can download on your phone or on your computer. But our MT4 chart looks like this. It's just a black screen. It has some lines running across. You'll see some green lines and some red lines, and you'll see a little bit of information in the corner. Now, in the morning, we like to trade an instrument called the US 30, also called the Dow Jones Industrial Average. The reason we like to trade that is because a lot of people told us to stay away from that. Because if you want to succeed in any industry, go talk to a lot of people in that industry, and whatever people tell you not to do, that's probably what you should do, because most people don't know how to create big success. So a lot of people said, gosh, US 30 is volatile. A lot of people have these funny negative nicknames for this instrument. They say that it'll wreck your account. It's too aggressive. And so we were like, okay, that sounds like that's where we need to go focus on, because we always want to do the opposite of the masses. And then number two, the people that do trade US 30, they'll say, yeah, I like trading US 30, just not during the market open, like not at the start of the day when all the big institutional money comes in and it gets so crazy. It's such a wild ride. It gets so volatile, right? So even the ones that do trade it, they said, stay away at that time of the day. So then we're like, okay, now we know we need to trade US 30 and we need to do it at the start of the day where everyone is afraid, right? Go where people are afraid to go and you'll get results that most people don't get. And so we started learning how to trade the market open, and it required a lot of analysis. I mean, multiple time frames, swing highs, swing lows. We had to look at market sentiment. We had to look at real-time volume indicators, and not just liquidity and order flow or your volume sticks. I'm talking about we had to really look at institutional money flow. We're putting all these pieces together. And my business partner, Maurice Katz, and myself, we started trading this for 2.5 months. We traded this every day without a single loss. And we were like, man, I think we have something here. And what's so unique about this strategy is that we were growing our accounts, right? These were live accounts. We were growing them by, 2%, 5%, 6%, 8%, 3%. The results were kind of all over the place as we were figuring this out. But we were doing all this every day in like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, right? And we're coming from a background where I've been trading 8 years. Maurice has been trading for 21 years. And everyone we know, in order for them to make a couple percent of growth on their account in a day, they had to trade for hours. And we were like, man, we're getting our results in just a couple of minutes. So we started trying to teach people the analysis, and it was really complicated. You know, we were you know, repeating history, making things all complicated, and people were not really able to keep up with us, our friends and family. And then we thought, what if we just share our screen with the screen you're looking at here? What if we just share it? And instead of using all of these complicated indicators on multiple screens that we have set up, what if we just put a buy zone and a sell zone, like just a green line and a red line? And we just make it really simple. And then we just talk about what we're doing. And if someone chooses to follow us, they can, but they get to just watch and learn how we trade the market open every day effectively. And if they want to follow us, they can do that and potentially get the same results as us. That might be a shortcut. That might be a fast track to helping a brand new person get the same results as a seasoned veteran. And this is when everything started to change for us, right? So here's the strategy. Watch how simple this is. If you've never traded before, you'll probably understand this. So we have two green lines on the screen. That's called the buy zone. Okay, so green means buy. And then there's two red lines, and the two red lines mean sell. We call that the sell zone. So after the market opens at 9:30 in the morning Eastern, right? We all get on at like 9:20 Eastern to get ready, go through a little introduction, get ready. After 9:30, if we see a green candle, right, a green bar pierce the green zone, we look for a buy. And then the opposite is if we see a red candle go through the red zone, we look for a sell, right? That's the whole strategy right there. Now, is there tons of analysis happening on these zones? Yes. Is it actually complicated? Yeah, it actually is complicated. You know, every day the zones are in a different place. But for the viewer, for the person who's watching, it's ultra simple because you don't have to worry about doing all the analysis and the chart setups and reading all of the market sentiment and looking at all your indicators. All you have to look at is did a green candle hit green or did a red candle hit red? And then you get to listen and watch over the shoulder of a 21-year seasoned trading veteran, right? So here's the next part of what we built. So what happened was once we simplified it, okay, green means buy, red means sell. We trade for a couple minutes. People are crushing it. People started compounding their accounts like crazy. I mean, just it was unbelievable what started happening with our beta groups. We'd get off these calls after like 10 minutes and people were so excited that the temptation to keep trading was so strong that we would tell our group, guys, you just made 5%. You just made 10% on your account. You're done for the day. Call it a day. That's a wrap. That's enough, right? That's enough profit for the day. Go enjoy the rest of your day. And the next day, people would come back and be like, oh, I couldn't stay out of the market. I was so excited because of the results I got in 2 minutes on the call this morning that I went in and, you know, I took a few more trades and I lost money, right? Because trading actually is really hard. That's why 95% of people fail. Even though we were saying, guys, trading is hard and 95% of you guys are going to fail, they would do it anyways, right? Humans are experts at sabotaging themselves. So we knew that we had to combine this. And this was a technology that we've been working on for 2 years. We call this the Scalper, right? It just means it's a scalping software. That's all it means. It'll have an official name. But we knew that we had to protect people. If you're a leader and you're leading people, you have to have their best interest in mind. And we knew that we had to put this tool into their hands to where they can have professional analysis happening throughout the rest of the day for people who wanted to continue to trade. So this is a Scalper product. So our system is we do the morning call for a few minutes, but if you want more, if you're like, I got more time, I want to keep trading, then you can use this software for the rest of the day. And this is how easy the software is. If you see the word buy, I circled one of the words buy and then two of the words that say sell. I circled them. If you see the word buy, then you can take a buy trade at your own discretion. And then Here's how complicated it gets. If you see the word sell, then you can take a sell, right? At your own discretion. That's it. That's the whole training right there. Congratulations. You just graduated the training of the scalper. Again, we knew it's like, we just have to make this super, super simple. Now, if you've been in trading, maybe you've seen buy and sell indicators before. I would venture to say you've never seen anything like this. What I'm showing you right now, this was a screenshot that I took. If you look at the date on the bottom of the screen, the last couple weeks on a 1 hour chart of Bitcoin, right? Because you could use this software on any instrument, any time frame. And we've tested it on cryptocurrency trading, on indices, on commodities, on gold, on Forex. We've tested it on 1 minute charts, 5 minute charts, 15 minute, 1 hour, 4 hour, daily, weekly. Oh my gosh, this was a huge breakthrough. It took us 2 years to develop this. And what we've seen so far are the people that have learned how to use this, when they get on the morning call, whatever they do in a few minutes in the morning, if they continue to use the scalper effectively throughout the rest of the day, then they're getting on average about a 2x to 4x of what they did in the morning, right? So for example, what we've seen, and I'm not giving you exceptional results, I'm talking about this is what we've seen. If someone's making 3% or 5% in the morning, which already sounds nuts, but if you've been on our call, you'll know that we've set a new standard in trading that actually is average. Okay, that's average. If they use the scalper, then that same person has been able to achieve an additional, 6, 10, 15, 20% of growth on their account in a day. And at that point, this is when, our minds shifted. And we realized that because we were in the pursuit of something that was a breakthrough, we found it, we discovered it, we created it, we tweaked our strategies over and over again. And here we go, right? We had a major breakthrough because it gets virtually unlimited at that point. This isn't even about, you looking at us with your arms crossed, thinking if our products are good enough or not. This is about like, how bad do you want to succeed? We already know what we built, but how bad do you want to have a breakthrough, right? And we've been testing this over and over again. I'll tell you one thing. I have a buddy of mine, Jordan Rosario. He was introduced by a wonderful new friend of mine, Mr. Kent McLaughlin out of Missouri. And Jordan, he's an amazing, amazing guy, super kind, always ready to help the community. And we've been testing different tools, and I've seen Jordan's results go up and down, up and down. And a lot of weeks, if Jordan's on here, a lot of weeks, he's lost money, right? And that's the journey of trading, right? You have a lot of weeks where you lose. Well, we put this in his hands, okay, about a week ago. And since he started his new account with this scalper, he's up 72% on his account. And again, I know if you haven't seen this for yourself, you're thinking that sounds crazy, right? How can someone grow 72% in a week? But if you just do the math, and if someone is making 3-5% in the morning, adding another 3 to 5% a couple times throughout the day, that's not being aggressive. That's just what's happening, right? And so anyways, I'll just go on from there. So you have a system that you have the morning call, and then you have a scalper software that sends you buy and sell alerts on any instrument, any time frame. It's a zero analysis. Okay, so we just took all of the complicated steps out of it. Here's the power of compounding. Our vision, a lot of times in trading, people talk about pips and leverage and free margin and monthly percentages, right? And a lot of traders, they stay away from this right here, compounding, because look, if you have a good strategy, then you should be able to talk about compounding and really look back after 3 months and say, what am I doing? Is my account really growing? And if so, by how much? Right? And we have nothing to hide. We're fully transparent. We're getting all of our customers, all of our testers right now to connect their accounts to MyFX books and FX Blues to really, so people can see every single trade that people are taking on their account. This is something that most adults don't understand. I've interviewed hundreds of adults. It's been years, 2 years. I've been asking people to talk to me about compound interest. Albert Einstein, brilliant mind. He said it's the 8th wonder of the world. He said, if someone understands this, then they'll earn it. If someone doesn't understand it, then they're going to pay it, right? This isn't just about growth. This is about exponential multiplication. And there's something very special in the world of trading if you understand the power of compounding. So check out this example. So keep in mind, in a total of 8 months, okay, 8 months of doing this strategy, we went into our beta group about 5.5 months ago. We went public about 2 weeks ago. It's been a journey. There's history here. Me personally, I've had 4 losing days in 8 months, 4 days in 8 months that I've lost. Now our team has had a total of 8 losing days, because there was a few days where the team lost and I still won, right? Just probably because of my experience. So the group as a whole has lost 8 days in 5.5 months since we opened it up to that group. So you could really see the ratio of wins versus losses. So when we talk to someone about having a vision on how you can grow your account with trading, we want to set conservative expectations, right? We don't want you to get all hyped up and then we're setting wrong expectations. We overpromise, underdeliver, and then you leave disappointed, right? So here's the example we're going to give you. We're going to give you an example where, let's say if we just do 3% a day. And if you've been a part of our calls, you know that that's very realistic. It's not guaranteed, but it is a realistic goal to set. So if you win 3% a day, but you only win every 3 days and then you lose every 4th day. So win 3, lose 1, win 3, lose 1. Now here's the important part to this example is you have to be willing to close your trade at a loss that's equivalent to what you would close it at a win. So if you're closing your trade at a 3% gain, then you also have to have the discipline to close your trade at a 3% loss, right? Risk management is very, very important. Cut your losses short and let your winners run. That's what we say. So if you lost every 4th day, that would be, go look at a calendar. That would be an average of like 1 or 2 times per week. And then on your winning days, you won 3%. That would still average out to 9% per week in growth on your financial account. So that means if someone took $2,500, they put it in an account, started trading, and they started averaging 9% a week, in 1 year, that account would grow to $130,000. And that's the part that most people don't understand, because people don't focus on this. They don't focus on what happens if you do something consistently every day after 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months. If you go ask someone tonight after this presentation, go talk to someone and just say, someone who's relatively intelligent and understands math, go talk to them and say, hey, if you had a $2,500 account and you grew that account 9% a week, how much money would you have at the end of the year? Just go ask someone. And the answers you'll get, people will be like, I don't know, 5 grand, 10 grand, right? That's how people think. They're like, I don't know what, you double it, I guess. It's 130 grand. And so what we're doing is we're focusing on powerful compounding growth and setting that as our goal, as our vision, right? We're setting a higher vision. We're setting a bigger goal, because, you shoot for the stars, you land on the moon. And we're coming from a background where, if we made, 5, 6, 7, 8% in a month, we were super excited. And we realized that it's time to take things to new levels, to new heights, because it's possible. And if you shoot for a higher goal, then you have a chance of achieving a higher result. Really, really simple, right? So these are just some screenshots showing you 2 screenshots that are demo accounts and then 2 screenshots that are actual live accounts. So a demo account is something that we encourage everyone to start with. This is a fake account. It's not real money and it's not real results, right? You can't pull that money out into your bank. And it's a way where you can start trading with us on a practice account without risking real capital. Why would you risk real capital if you didn't have to? Smart trading is all about minimizing and reducing your risk. So the first account you could see, it grew by $10,000, I believe, in about a week. That was a $100,000 demo. It did 10% that week. That was actually my nephew when he first started trading. He goes to Middle Tennessee State University. He never traded before. Very proud of him because we invited him to be a part of the beta group because we were testing this on friends and family, and he earned 10% in that week, brand new. His first week, he made 10%. And that was, again, in just 2 minutes a day, three minutes a day of trading. And then the next account, this is another really good friend of mine. He's worked in the restaurant industry for a long time. He's a new father. He does graphic design, never traded before. This is one of his results for the day. He made $480 at that time on a demo account. And he never thought that was possible. It just blew him away. It blew me away, right? Because, wow, a new person getting results like that. The next account, this is another really close friend of mine, one of my best friends, and it's a live account. And he's been trading for like 2 years now. I'll tell you this, he's not technically minded. He can't tell you really what a pip is. He can't talk to you about account leverage and free margin, but he knows how to click buy and he knows how to click sell. And he's using the system, and he gained 114% in a week. And live account, right? So he deposited $2,900. He profited $3,300, and he ended up with $6,200 at the end of the week, right? Is that the only time we've seen that? No, we've seen that a lot with people who have the market open strategy and the scalper. Real money. The next account, this was a live account that I was testing myself. It's mine. $2,500 was a deposit, and in 5 trading days, I made $1,500, and I took the account from $2,500 to over $4,000. Okay. We all trade live. We have larger live accounts, but for the sake of showing you what's possible, we know that not a lot of people are starting with a lot of money. Typically, people are struggling out there. So we tried building a data set of results that are more relatable. That's like, okay, I could come up with $2,000. I could come up with $1,000 or $3,000, to start trading once you learn the strategy successfully. Now I could say this, go to our Facebook page, make sure you have the official link, go to our Telegram results channel, get on our morning calls. I could show you hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of real results every single day now from all around the world of people that are experiencing this breakthrough. So here's what I want to say. This is a never before seen strategy, but it's on the most stable platform possible. So 19 months ago, thanks to a beautiful relationship through my wife, Vanessa. Those of you that know Vanessa is such a great networker. She kept in close contact with some dear friends of ours, the Ariaza family, Dr. Lewis and Avelia Ariaza, who they're on the call tonight, all the way from Europe. It's like 2 or 3 in the morning, and they're still on the call, right? That's absolute commitment right there. They're so excited about this. But my wife kept really close contact with them, and my wife and I were open to starting a new project. And Dr. Lewis thought, well, what if you came over to our home office with Longevity in Southern California and met with our CEO, Mr. Steve Wallach. It's a gentleman I had met before 8 years ago, and talked to him about the possibility of financial trading with Longevity. And that was a crazy idea because Longevity, this is a company that's been around 25 years. They've done billions of dollars in sales. They've already acquired millions of customers throughout their history. They have an incredible reputation of leadership and really integrity, and everything they do is all about value. And there's no company like that in the world of trading and in network marketing, MLM with FOREX. I mean, there's really not a lot of options of companies with excellence and credibility and with a strong reputation and a commitment to value. And so we started talking, and it took like 6 months of going back and forth. And for Longevity, they were looking at the possibilities. If they brought their leadership and their experience into financial trading, they could really be a big market competitor, right? Because it's not just about knowing what to do, it's about who you are. And Longevity has an incredible track record of success. And they wanted to do things the right way. They wanted to make sure that things were compliant. And they saw this as an opportunity to continue to expand globally. And about on our 7th month, we officially decided that we're going to do all of this with Longevity, right? And so Longevity has the exclusive licensing agreement to these trading strategies with the 8-minute trader and what we call the post-8 scalper software. And that was such a good decision to partner with them, because they're a breath of fresh air, and they deserve this because it's almost like good karma coming back from all of the decades and decades of serving people with integrity and doing right by people. Now they're going to come out with this insane strategy that people can learn, but then to bring their infrastructure of stability and credibility. And so that's the company behind all of this is Longevity. You can go look them up. So what's the cost? So It's going to be $5.99 the first month to get everything. There's a lot more that's included, right? You get the morning calls, you get the 24-hour Scalper software, you get a Psychology Academy, a Digital Marketers Academy. There's a whole lot of value there. This is definitely undervalued. I'll tell you that. $5.99. Me personally, I would pay $10,000 to get this, and I've spent a lot more than that developing the products, like outrageously more. So it's really accessible worldwide, $5.99, and then starting month number 2 to maintain the benefits of your membership is $199. Now, here's the good news: is right now you could actually start for free, zero cost. We decided to do a try before you buy because it's not like we want to just sell you a product and then that's it. We're going to show you the power of our education before you even buy, so that when we officially launch this to where you have to pay to join the calls, you'll see the value ahead of time. You'll know that it's a million times more valuable than what the cost is. And so right now you could actually get started for free. I'll tell you this, we have a lot of people that they join for free and they practiced on a demo account and then they transitioned to a live account. They started making money on their live account. And we have a lot of stories, a lot of real people, real stories, real documentation to substantiate this, that they've made more than $600 in profit already just from getting on the free calls. That means they used our free calls to raise enough money to buy the package for when it comes out, right? That's something I'd never seen before. So what you should do, start capitalizing on this today. Join our free calls because they're not going to be free any longer. Within the next week or two, we are going to be going live to launch this. So right now is a great time to really check it out for free. After that, you're going to want to get your hands on the Scalper software and try to 2x and 3x your results using that analysis software 24 hours a day. I'll say this: be patient with yourself. I've shared some crazy stories with you and stats and numbers about growth, but people, like I said, are so good at getting in their own way. You're going to make mistakes. Everything's hard until it becomes easy, right? That's just how life works. So be patient. We're going to be doing this for a long time, folks. A long time, right? Longevity's been in business for 25 years, and we're gonna take this into the next 25 years. We're gonna be doing this for a long time. So be patient with your journey. Don't be afraid to start with a demo account and learn to develop your skills. Learn to develop your skills, right? When you get on our psychology classes with Dr. Lewis and Coach Mo, as we have more psychology classes, you're gonna learn how to manage your emotions, how to change the patterns of thought to become a different person, to think like a successful person. Also learn about our affiliate plan. We have a referral plan. You don't have to be an affiliate. You don't have to sell products in order to make money trading, right? You could just trade all by yourself in your home. But if you think this is a neat program and you want to share it with other people, we have a very, very lucrative financial rewards bonus program that you can share with other people and get compensated by producing sales. And you should get started by creating your free account. So whoever invited you tonight to this presentation, ask them for their link, and you could create a free account. You could create a free preferred customer account and create your own username, register your email. You have to put a valid credit card in. The system will check to make sure that it's a valid credit card, but it will not charge you. If you sign up as a free preferred customer, it will not charge you, and the company's not going to auto charge you or anything. It just allows you to secure your spot, and it verifies that you're a real person. And then that gives you a link that you can share with other people. It's such an easy strategy to spread the word. So with that being said, folks, I'm going to stop.